It's the story that's affecting us all in Southern California.
First case of Omicron COVID-19 variant here in the state of California.
Around the country.
Continuing in-depth team coverage on the U.S. reaction to the Omicron.
And around the globe.
Can now add France to the list.
To stay up to date on the latest with the coronavirus, stay connected to KNX on 97.1 FM. 97.1 FM is the new home for Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station. KNX News, 97.1 FM.
All right, don't go anywhere. We got coming up Will of God. Farrah is checking in out. Andy the Troll. All amazing callers. Tyrone, don't go anywhere. Scott from Barry. Wow, we got a murderer's row of great callers coming up. And on the line right now, Al, when I have questions about defense, my go-to guy is a former great defensive player for both the Eagles and even at one time for the Cowboys. The great G. Cobb, who is with us right now. Hi, G.
How's it going, Angelo?
All right, let me just start with this. The Eagles are going to the playoffs. Can we all now say that Nick Sirianni was a very good hire for them as the head coach?
I think he's done a great job. I mean, he made some adjustments. I think at the beginning of the year, the big thing he did was he took responsibility for the problems they were having. You know, he didn't start pointing the finger at the players and go, you know, these guys aren't just playing well enough. You know, he came out and he took the shots. And for him to do it here in Philadelphia, which you knew was a big step up from a media standpoint from Indianapolis, for him to do it here and not point any fingers, I think was a big move, and I think the guys got him behind him. So he has his players. They play hard for him, and that's one of the things you got to do as a head coach.
Absolutely. Can I give him a lot of the credit for the development of Jalen Hurts this year too, G?
I think so. I think that they're doing a better job, you know, the whole switch to relying on that running game and letting that be the strength of the team, because it is the strength of the team. You got a young quarterback. You know, that's really the way you're supposed to develop a young quarterback. You know, you don't put all of the weight on them right at the start. So I think that he's made that adjustment, and I think he's done a very good job. And he's done a lot with, because they have weaknesses in different places.
Oh, yes, they do. I'm going to get that in a second, but I just want to know, in your mind, G, is Jalen Hurts the quarterback of the future here?
I think so, because, you know, and that's just me, but, you know, the Eagles are a big quarterback franchise, you know, so I wouldn't be shocked if they're out, you know, if they were to do something in the offseason to try to go get one of these, you know, franchise quarterbacks. So I think that Jalen has done enough, the way he's shown that he's got promise, and I think you can build a team around him. And, you know, he's a kid that does all the things you like, which is he works. You see he's getting better every week. And the kid's a winner. I mean, somebody that just falls apart when the game's on the line, you know, you can't really roll with somebody like that. But he's not afraid of the moment. And you got to be able to do that. You got to be able to play big when everything's on the line. That's one of the requirements of a big-time quarterback, and he's definitely got that.
All right, on the other side of the ball, on the defense, Jay, you a fan of Jonathan Gannon, the defensive coordinator?
You know, I like some of the things he's done. Like, I like the adjustments he's made where they've gone to a lot more five-man pass rush, and I think that his talk with Fletcher Cox kind of got that, where they make the other team block them man-to-man, and they've been able to get pressure. But in the first half, they play zone. They don't know how to play zone defense. They're too passive with the way they play it. Everybody backs off everybody, and this is not high school football. See, in high school or in some colleges where you can just drop in a certain area. No, you got to play man in the zone. If there's a guy in your zone, you better get on him, because a good quarterback's going to throw the ball to him, and all you're going to do is stand there and watch him catch the ball. They just don't have a good mindset. They don't really know how to play zone defense. You got to play an aggressive zone defense, and they don't play that, and they play it so poorly. They can't play. They got to play man-to-man because their zone defense is horrible.
All right, so, G, I'm so glad you're pointing out exactly what's going on here. That first half, most of those receivers are wide open. Because in the zone, people are not picking them up man-to-man. They're not covering their zone by covering the actual receiver, right? Is that where the problem is?
You got to realize that this is the pros.
Yes.
You know, these guys, you know, and Heineke's a mediocre quarterback.
Yeah.
You get against somebody like Rodgers and Brady, come on, they're going to throw for 500 yards if you play like that. You know, we've already seen that earlier in the year when we were playing the good quarterbacks. They'll pick you apart. You got to be on your man. A guy's in your area. Come on, he can hit that guy. Get on him, and don't just be dropping. And you guys got to be aggressive. You cannot just be lax. Everybody's got to be talking. You got to be on a guy in your area, or you're just going to stand there and watch him catch the ball.
All right, G, that is a tremendous analysis. Now, here's the thing. The 230 in the first half, 230 yards, 16 points, no punts. That's bad, all right? But now, after I've kind of adjusted and stopped them, they get the ball with 2 minutes and change to go at their 25. They march right down to the 20 before the McLeod interception. What are you seeing there? Are they in a prevent? What's going on in that sequence, G?
I think that they went back to the zone, and the mentality of it is just wrong. Look, you cannot be lax because it's a passing league now, and the way things are, you have got to still be on top of your area. You've got to be close to the man in your area. You got to be on him so you can knock the ball down if it comes his way. You can't just be near him because you're just going to watch him catch the ball. So that is something they've got to improve on. And they need a clinic or something on how to play zone defense because they got to play man-to-man. They can't play zone. They don't know how to play it well enough. And it's just too lax. And you see how everybody just drops off. And just on a check down, he's getting 10, 15 yards. You can't beat anybody playing like that. And that's why they just start off so horribly in all these games because they really don't know how to play zone defense.
G. Cobb giving you a clinic on what is wrong right now with that Eagles defense. So now I got a game to clean this stuff up Saturday night. They moved the Sunday game to Saturday night. All right, G, I'm playing my starters to work on this stuff. I want them to keep playing. I want to beat the Cowboys anyway. That's the only time they're coming in all year. You playing your starters or not on Saturday night?
Yeah, I think that they should.
There it is.
Definitely, at least, 2 to 3 quarters, they definitely need to be in there because they need to work. They got to be sharp, and they got to have a mentality. Look, we cannot be just coming in here lackadaisical or we're going to get blown out because we're going to be playing against better teams. And we got to be ready to start off fast. I think that's the big thing is the offense. They got to start out faster. Maybe Jalen needs to throw more in the warm-ups or whatever they need to do. He's over on the side and stay warm because you don't have time to just go through the motions for a half or you're going to look up and you're down 24-0 and it's over.
I love it. G-Cup, one last thing. You did play for both teams. Would it bring you joy if somehow the Eagles ended up facing the Cowboys in the playoffs and ruined Jerry Jones's season? Would that bring you joy?
Fun. That would be fun because I know I'm going to see Michael Irvin pretty soon, and oh man, he'll be crying. I don't know what he'll be doing if they were to go down that quickly.
That would be beautiful. G-Cobb, once again, you have helped us understand what's happening. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, my friend.
Have a great one.
That guy right there, Al, man, he tells you, you're watching it, and you think you're absorbing what's going on, and you're going, why are they open? I'm seeing they're in a zone. Guys running across from one zone to the next. The defender is in that zone, but he is not going after the receiver. And that's why he's wide open. He just explained to you what's wrong. And Jonathan Gannon does not fix it because he is not a good coach. Yes, I'm saying it right after we made the playoffs. I do not like Jonathan Gannon.
My goodness.
Al?
Well, I mean
Jonesy?
G supported you with what he just described there. It was really
Rhea,
well
you
done.
with me? I mean, I still have to point out the flaws, don't I?
Oh, that's yesterday was the perfect game for you.
It really was.
There were things to complain about, and they won and got in the playoffs.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
So the coach is after the game, and he's talking about how calm everybody was on the sideline.
Right.
And I'm going, I wasn't calm. I don't think Al.
Well, it's not that.
I don't think most people. Kenny from the Dirty 30 with a new kidney. You think he was calm?
No.
Let's find out. He's right here. Hi, Kenny. Were you calm in the first half?
Here after the way they played the past 6-7 weeks, when they went down 10-0, I'm like, we got them right where we want them.
Right, but you were not calm. You were not enjoying it.
Nah, listen. I have to admit this. After week 2, the way Sirianni called the game against the 49ers, when we easily could have won that game if we would have run the ball,
yep.
I called for him to be fired at week 2.
That's true.
I hated him. And then he got a brain and decided, why don't we just do what works? Why don't we change? A coach that changes was great. Who hasn't changed? Gannon. Gannon won't change. This guy, he is the most scared coach I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And he drives me absolutely batty. Now, I'm convinced they go in at halftime, and Stoutland takes him into a room and grabs him by the throat and says, "Buckle up, kid." And that's why he changes at halftime.
Something happened. These game plans again. It's coming up. Are they good game plans?
They're horrible.
Horrible.
We have some of the best press corners in the NFC. Yet he waits till we get down before he starts to use that. And we can blitz. We don't have the best blitzers, but they're good. And he hardly uses that. We do hardly any stunts up front. I don't get this guy one bit. I'm just a fan, and I think I could come up with an offensive game plan to beat him.
All right, but are you concerned right here, Kenny, that you're coming across too negative on the day after they made the playoffs?
You kidding me? To me, we're playing with house money now.
House money.
I know for a fact that in the beginning of the season, I looked at that schedule and said, we got 10 wins here. I said it. It's on the record. And I still think that we can beat Dallas next week and get the 10 wins. Now, this isn't the way I thought we'd get there.
Right.
But nonetheless, we're going to get there. And, for so many people, I have so many friends that they didn't think we'd win 5 games this year based on last year because, all these intelligent fans looked at last year, didn't take into account new coach, new quarterback, schedule, don't have to get on the plane the last 7 weeks. Nah, they just so listen, I'm just happy that we won. I'm happy we're in the playoffs. I'm happy that we get an extra week or 2 or 3 maybe of football that we didn't expect. And I have to complain about one more thing. The NFL screwed us again. Switch that game to
Kenny?
To Saturday night, he was probably going to say.
That was the best
Did
part
we
of the
just
score.
lose Kenny? Kenny, we lost you for a second. You're unhappy about the Saturday night game?
Yeah, just like with the Tuesday night game. I
Yep.
have Flyers tickets now. Now nobody wants to go to the game.
Yeah,
They
the
don't
game's
wanna
at
see
7. Yeah.
Wait a minute. The Flyers have a game right at the same place?
Yeah, against
Yeah,
San
7
Jose.
p.m.
That's not good, Kenny.
Yeah, you can't park there again.
Oh, here goes the parking issue again.
Maybe they'll
Yep,
move
yep.
one of them.
Oh, Kenny, you're right. They did. Why did they flex it anyway? It's a meaningless game. Who wants to watch a primetime game?
Dallas and it's
That's
Philadelphia.
exactly
Dallas and Philadelphia.
It's a
That's
meaningless game
It's a
nationally.
meaningless
Who's
game.
up?
They're not even
The
starting the
Cowboys.
starters.
So if there aren't that many games that are meaningful, you got the Cowboys, you put them on.
Let's screw Philadelphia and Kenny again. The guy's got a new kidney. Give him a break.
Well,
He's got a new memory, too. A lot of the stuff he
Kenny,
said he didn't say
Jonesy
earlier.
had something he needed to ask you, Kenny. Go ahead, Jonesy.
Give me one, Kenny.
Jonesy, I love you. EAGLES, Eagles, playoff down, Dallas up, Dallas up.
Thank you,
That's
Kenny.
better.
215.
That's better. He never said
Al,
we were going to win 10
This
games.
is so selfish of me. Do you know why I want him to win Saturday?
because they want them to win.
Because I predicted 10 wins.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to be right.
Well, you don't have any games. Is there any
No.
10? Did we-
No, I wouldn't touch
No, he
this
already
game.
won his
Somebody
bet.
probably has that 10.
Over
Dallas.
9.5.
Yeah.
Now, it's Dallas -2 in the game Sunday. Saturday
Who's going to?
night.
I mean, that's a.
Who's going to? How do you
No,
predict
you know
that
who's
game?
playing. Nothing.
No one knows.
If you're the
who's playing.
Eagles, you go out there and you beat their ass and you
That's
get ready
what
for the
I
next
think.
game the
Yes.
following week. That's the way you
That's-
approach it.
And you make me right.
Yes.
That's the key to
Yes.
me.
Let's do it.
215-592-9494. Who's on the hot seat? Dan Wilson's doing it because Ava, we threw her out at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because she was exposed to somebody with the COVID.
Oh,
We don't know if she has it yet.
no.
But we threw her out. We weren't sure what to do. We don't know anymore. Oh, my
I would have no idea what
We
the
don't
rules
know
are.
what to do. WIP Sports Time 917.
When information matters to you,
That local gas prices could slide by as much as 30 to 40 cents a gallon.
when it affects your family,
Abortion and the U.S. Supreme Court, what the justices are saying.
when it's happening in your
An
neighborhood,
explosion involving an underground electrical vault has damaged an apartment building in North Hollywood.
KNX is there to bring all that information to you.
Much more coming up throughout the day here on KNX.
And now KNX is on FM, so you get that information static-free. KNX News, 97.1 FM.
All right, 924 is your time. Ava's not here, but Dan Wilson is. Dan, who's on the hot seat this morning?
A number of different directions we could have gone, but had to go with one special individual. Today, Antonio Brown is on the Xfinity X1 hot seat.
You guys is all drama. It's all about football.
Well, in this case, it wasn't the media, and AB stirred up the drama all by himself while making about anything but football. Simply put, he just decided he didn't feel like playing anymore and determined the best way to go about this was by quitting on his team in the middle of a game.
Antonio Brown boiled over, very upset on the sideline, took off his shoulder pads. Mike Evans, O.J. Howard trying to convince him to keep them on. Obviously, they were unable to do so. He tossed his shoulder pads, stripped off his shirt and glove, threw those into the crowd, then ran across the field while the teams were still on the field, giving the crowd a peace out sign.
He removed his jersey, his shoulder pads, threw his gear into the crowd, and ran off the field shirtless, all while hyping up the fans at MetLife Stadium. As you can imagine, this did not go over well with Bucs head coach Bruce Arians.
What happened to Antonio Brown? Did he quit? I've never seen a guy leave a field like that, and is this the last strike for him?
He is no longer a Buck. All right, that's the end of the story.
Brown's outburst comes on the doorstep of nearly $1 million in contract bonus incentives. I guess the only thing he can do now is go full George Costanza, claim the whole thing was a joke, and just show up at practice this week like nothing happened at all.
What are you doing here?
What? I work here.
I thought you quit.
What, quit? Who quit?
Hot seat.
Not bad,
Well
Dan.
done,
Not bad at all. I got to say
Good job, kid.
he is the talk of America today. And you know what? The whole thing was, Josie, it reminded me of Slapshot.
Yes.
Yep.
He
Ned.
did a strip tease, Al, in front of 80,000 people.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was throwing, they should have started playing.
No, the music kept going on like nothing was going on.
No,
It was
I
pretty-
know
yeah.
it. No, it was.
You know
it
what the
was
crazy thing that you think
Yep.
about it? How did Tomlin tolerate him for all those years?
I don't know.
I mean,
Because Tomlin is a no-nonsense
yeah.
type of coach. And that there was nonsense.
Ah, yeah.
Al, is he done?
He's
Is
done.
that it?
I can't believe Brady was so nice about it afterwards.
Brady loved him.
I can't believe. I mean,
He,
you
he
think-
liked him as
Brady
a person.
loved him.
Yeah, what's he going to do? The
I
guy
mean,
snapped. He
guy-
had enough.
The guy melted down.
Yeah.
This happened.
It's been coming.
It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an odd segue, Al, but Will of God is on now, and he
Nice.
is the opposite of all that. He is very coherent.
Yeah.
Hi, Will.
Hey, what's up, Angelo? Happy New Year, WIP. Excuse the bus. I'm about to get off in the next couple stops, so that's a good thing.
All right, Will, then you can entertain all the people on the bus right now. Please tell me what you think of the Eagles making the playoffs.
Man, I'm so happy about that because you remember when we first started and I said, hey, Angelo, I'm going to give Nick at least 5 games. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just to get him stuff together. And I told everybody because some people don't even got common sense to remember, but that's not my problem.
Not your
Remember how
problem.
the Eagles work? They always work in mysterious ways later on towards the end of the year or something. Like week 16, week 14, they finally get it together. So what you're doing is you're seeing the Eagles being refurbished, regeminized. And then with the fans in the background, scaring them to death if they do something wrong, they ain't going to do nothing wrong. They're going to stand up and surprise, surprise, surprise. Now, the sad thing about Jalen is I hope he don't be treated like suspect like they did all the other Eagles. I hope he be an Eagle for life. And if he has to be second string, let him be second string because he might pull in another quarterback, whatever. But he is actually getting them together and showing everybody that he studies his show stuff approved.
I just got to say, when they were 2-5, you were one of the very few callers I had who never lost faith. Yeah, you're a man of faith, and I could feel it in those moments.
Yo, man, they label me a leader for the Eagles. All these fans out here, matter of fact, all the fans that love me, yeah, I love you back. I'm not going to never stop. I represent Philly totally, and that's why I'm coming out with more and more stuff. I don't know if you watched that Spontaneous TV by Will
Of course I watch it. What are you kidding me? Of course I watch it more than once. So is there more material? Wait a minute, Will. Is there more stuff out now?
Oh, yeah. It's so much footage, right? I didn't put it up yet. You know, I plan on doing
why don't you put it up? It's on YouTube. If I just did Will of God, I'll get a lot of material.
No. Let me know for you. Spontaneous TV by Will of God, and then just push the playlist. The playlist is better because then it can go, one by one, and you can see a lot of stuff.
Wow.
But then you can go Spontaneous TV by DJ Chill playlist, and then you can really have fun seeing me singing at different.
You're singing in this. Wow. That sounds. And what is the DJ Chill thing there, Will?
DJ Chill, Spontaneous TV by Will of God, DJ Chill 322.
All right, DJ, that's a lot to remember. All right, DJ Chill 322. Write that down.
I found the one.
All right, yeah, Jonesy did find it, Will. He's enjoying it right now.
There's a gentleman playing the flute with him.
There's a guy. You have a flute player with you, Will?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's it's a guitar guy. His name is Conan. He was homeless, and we made up a song called "Doing It Big." I just freestyled it. I said, "Yo, man, you homeless?" Yeah. So we did a song.
But if he's homeless, how did he get the flute?
No, that's another person. That's the other guy.
All right, is he homeless too?
Yeah, but no, go to the playlist and everything goes circumspectly. You can
bang,
bang.
My afternoon is set. Will, I love you, man. Be well. Farrah is up next. Hi, Farrah.
Hello.
How are you,
New
sweetie?
Year, I guess.
Are you excited, Farrah? The Eagles are in the playoffs.
I'm melancholy about that whole
What do you mean?
situation
What's the
because
matter?
the first half, I took my shirt off, I threw it at the TV, and I watched the Mummers instead.
No way! Wow. Farrah, wait a minute. Do you have anything on under your shirt?
I don't like bras.
Wait a minute. You were bare torso like Antonio Brown?
I did. You know why? Because that first half was awful. But the universe has lined up for everybody to see.
Yep.
And I am happy that we are in the playoffs. But why do I have to have a heart attack the last 2 minutes every Sunday? Why?
Doesn't seem right. You should be able to keep your top on the whole game.
I should. I should keep my top on. I shouldn't have to yell my lungs out.
Yeah. But you know what? All's well that ends well, right? You like a happy ending.
Oh, I like a happy ending, let me say. Don't we all?
Farrah, you're the best. Thank you, Farrah.
Good time to end that call.
Job is not as easy as you think it is. Andy's on the line. He's the troll. Hi, Andy.
I'm so tired of these Fugazi fans, whether it's Fair with her top off. Nobody wants to see her with her top off. Or you got Kenny from the 30-30. You know, his claim to fame is booing a kid on his leading a bunch of drunks, booing a kid on his biggest day in the draft. Like, come on, what's wrong with these fans? We started 2-5, right? With a rookie coach, a young quarterback, a bunch of injuries, a roster that doesn't have a lot of talent on it. You know what that coaching staff did in the last 9 games? We went 7-2.
Yeah.
Show some damn appreciation.
I'm with you, Andy, but they're not happy with the defensive coordinator. He's not doing a good job.
What, not doing a good job? Our team's putting up 30 points on us week in and week out?
No.
I'll answer that question for you. No, they're not. Okay? Let's give this coaching staff the benefit of the doubt. They turned this whole season around. This team could have easily folded after that Raiders loss. This team could have easily just packed it all in and started planning their golf tee times like the Flyers are doing. They could have easily done that. You know what this team did? They showed grit. They buckled down. The coaching staff manned up, and they're turning in a playoff performance. Don't nobody want to see this team in the playoffs. Hey,
That's
Kenny,
a tremendous point, Andy.
Hey, Kenny, keep booing McNabb, you fraud. Hey,
All right,
Sarah,
Andy,
keep
there's
your
no
shirt on.
reason to get personal.
Poor
But Andy,
Kenny.
you made a great message. This is the most inspiring message of any caller I had today. It's a great
Tired of this crap with these fans, man. Show some appreciation.
Give it to
We're in
him,
the
Andy.
playoffs.
All right, Andy.
Nobody's
Andy.
seen that coming. If you're scared, go get a dog. You clowns.
All right.
What is happening?
He was very inspiring as he ripped everybody on the way out.
No, I know it, but there's some value to that comment.
Really?
Scott's on the line
What's
from
that?
Barrington. Hi, Scotty.
Brother Angelo, morning crew. What's good with you?
What's happening? A lot of people are fired up right now, Scotty. What are you feeling right now?
And look, getting to the playoffs and anything can happen. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
That's all I'm going to say. Just get your foot in the door. Anything can happen.
Well, we're in the door because we made it. I can't believe it. Didn't see this at 2-5, Scott, but this is pretty exciting, isn't it?
It is. It is. Man, the extra week of football, Brother Angelo, man, what? I can't wait, man. It gives me time to go out and buy a shirt for me and my fiance, whoever. Any of y'all want a shirt?
Oh, no, hold on a minute. Hold on. What? You just an Eagles shirt, not any specific player or anything like that, right? I'm going to tell you the truth. If I had to invest in an Eagle jersey right now, I'm getting me a number 1 Jalen Hurts. I think he's here the next 10 years. How about that?
My fiance got me one for Christmas, and I'm working on I'm actually probably going to work on Mailata.
Oh, that's a good one.
Represent the big man.
Hold on a minute, but Scott, one thing I don't want to get too personal here, but you've had this fiancé a long time. When are we going to move up to the married level?
Well, she's going to do job change career. She wants to be a correction officer, so she works at a psychiatric hospital right now. So that's her thing. But once that happens, boom.
Correct.
You guys are invited.
All right. So wait, she's going to be working with prisoners and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. That takes a special person right there, Scott.
It definitely does.
That's a special person. That's a tough job. Scott, we love you, man. Thank you for
peace. God bless to you.
Peace to you as well. Wow, now that was a whole collection of quirky callers.
Yeah,
and guess what? I got more coming up.
Good.
I got Tyrone from Delaware. I got Rick, Donnie, Mitch from Phoenix. Then I got Jabo, Ralph from Yonkers, and Big Roo.
Oh, Yonkers. Oh.
Ralph from Yonkers. Don't you want to hear what he's got?
I'm sure it's positive.
Nah, you're going to hear a lot of quirky callers on the other side. Also, I'll have a little thing I want to do about Betty White, John Madden, and Ruben Amaro Jr.
Oh, no.
Wow.
215.
Which one isn't the same?
How did Rube get in there?
It's a long story. But I'm going to keep it short when we return.
Oh, do you name it tell Rube this?
215. WIP Sports Time, 9:36. Let me tell you right now about my friends at Dogs and Cats Rule. Do I have to tell you that my man, George Parate, the lead dog at Dogs and Cats Rule, knows that Dogs and Cats Rule has a solution for all concerns when it comes to our animals? I think you know that by now. That's why he started Dogs and Cats Rule. This is a chain of family-owned pet stores like no other. And let me tell you something right now. They've got the type of food we feed them, the traditional dry kibble. He's got canned, raw, freeze-dried, or gently cooked foods. He's got it all. He's also got the most meat-inclusive, high-value treats and homeopathic supplements to enhance your pet's health. And don't forget to pick up a good hard bone for them as well. Start a new health plan for your pets this year at Dogs and Cats Rule. They've also got plenty of coats. They got plenty of coats, fleece, sweaters, and boots to keep your pet dry and warm this winter. Dogs and Cats Rule, 7 great locations. Princeton and Bennington, New Jersey, and in PA, they got Newtown, Doylestown, Maple Glen, Blue Bell, and New Hope. You can check them out online at dogsandcatsrule.pet. Yes, they offer curbside pickup. Dogs and Cats Rule. Shop small, shop local, shop family.
It's the story that's affecting us all in Southern California.
First case of Omicron COVID-19 variant here in the state of California.
Around the country.
Continuing in-depth team coverage on the U.S. reaction to the Omicron.
And around the globe.
You can now add France to the list.
To stay up to date on the latest with the coronavirus, stay connected to KNX on 97.1 FM. 97.1 FM is the new home for Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station. KNX News, 97.1 FM.
All right, coming up at 9:43, you do not want to miss the midday show.
Yep.
John Ritchie.
Yep, over the moon.
He hasn't been with the Eagles in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The guy still acts like he's on the team. He's over the moon. with that
Richie?
victory. He's the
excited.
picture of jubilation.
He's been with them all along, man.
I just saw him do a cartwheel. He did a cartwheel
now
out
I
there.
know you're lying.
John Ritchie, happier than happy. All right, here, Al, this is kind of poignant. I saved this till the end.
Yeah.
Betty White passed away.
Yep, 99.
John Madden passed away.
Yeah.
And the reports on both were that it was sudden and unexpected.
How old were they?
Well, Madden.
99 and 85.
But she wasn't in the hospital.
No, she was not.
She was not. But I allege, Al, and they were both amazing human beings. Phenomenal people.
Yeah.
But when you are 99 and 85, there is no such thing as sudden and there's no such thing as unexpected.
Yeah,
and I can prove it via my good friend, Ruben Amaro Jr.
Really?
I hope he does not mind that I'm sharing this private conversation we had 2 weeks ago.
I try to tell him not to talk to you during breaks.
So Ruben is there 2 weeks ago, and we're talking about the fact that they had just promoted the heck out of the John Madden special on Fox.
I know.
And I mean, they promoted it in one football game at least 6 times.
Wow.
So Ruben's there and I'm there. And I go, Ruben, did you see all those promos for John Madden? He says to me, he's a goner.
Oh, jeez. Don't say
Did he say that?
No, I'm paraphrasing. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
it's not Ruben's words.
I said,
He's
what
gone.
do you mean? What do you mean? And he said to me, whenever they do, don't ever let them do a testimonial to you like that.
Yeah.
Because you're gone.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's over.
So usually a foreshadowing.
And I mean, at that point now, you know what I was thinking?
No.
When it happened? And John Madden was the best of the best.
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal, all right? You know what I thought? I wish I were in a Deadpool.
You are.
Yeah.
What do you mean
I bet it.
You bet me?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Al used his FanDuel account.
No,
I bet on myself first.
Wait, hold on.
Well, you can take care of it.
Hold on a minute. No, because they do these pools out where if the next person, next celebrity that dies, you win money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called
Are
a
you
Deadpool.
saying somewhere somebody's got me?
Oh, yeah.
Did you say celebrity?
But anyway, Ruben Amaro predicted it out. And Joe Wechter said to me, I'm saying, doesn't shock me at all. Ruben was always good at finding dead arms.
That is a line of the day.
My
That's
God.
terrible.
That is
Poor
vicious.
Rube. Guys are brutal,
That
man.
is cold. You
Damn
understand?
Wechter.
That is cold.
Wow.
Tyrone is up from Delaware. Hi, Ty.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Tyrone. Are you over the moon with happiness?
I'm in a real happy space, but I'm with you. I'm with you with this Jonathan Gannon. He scares me.
I don't like him. I'm not a fan.
No, he's not playing the personnel that he has the right way. He's just not doing it. You have Maddox, who is great in the slot. You have Slay, who's a shutdown corner.
Yeah.
And Nelson is pretty serviceable. And when you play man coverage with these guys, they really play really well. I don't know what he's looking at when he setting up his play calling. It is horrible. It is so vanilla that even like the worst quarterbacks are having the greatest days. It's scary, and it's a shame because I
think
feel
you're
bad
right.
for Sirianni.
Tyrone, this guy's doing game plans, right?
Right.
How come the game plans stink? Every week they're behind by 10 points. Every week, whoever it is, it doesn't even have to be a star quarterback. He's up and down the field. Nobody's getting
We should
covered.
bet on it.
I got the coach telling me, Sirianni says yesterday, did you see Heineke in the first half? You know, everyone was wide open. What was he doing? There was nothing there. It was terrible.
I have no idea what Gannon is doing. The thing that drives me crazy is that you see the whole team turn around, but him.
I don't
the
get
whole
it.
team. Sirianni's made adjustments. Even, the special teams is a little bit better. Everything has gotten better, but that defensive scheme.
I'm seeing
This
the
is why
same
you
thing.
hire, if you remember, this is why you always hire a veteran defensive coordinator when you're a new head coach, because he can carry you in certain games. Are we really going to rely on Jonathan Gannon to carry us in a game against a good quarterback? You can't.
And here's what's going to happen. Again, this is way too negative for the day after you. But when they do face, let's say they face the Buccaneers.
Yep.
Brady is going to eat Gannon for lunch. All right? It's not going to. It's
For
simply, you can't have receivers that open. And G. Cobb, I thought he really described it perfectly, Ty, what he said. When those guys are playing zone, they still have to cover the guy in their zone. They're not doing it. They're just straight in.
Details to these guys.
They're not covering the receivers. That's why they're that open.
Damn. Because the way you're playing offense now, you're playing a punch you in the mouth offense, which keeps the other team offense off the field, which is a great way to go into the playoffs.
Tyrone, great call. I got so many calls. I want to get as many in as I can. I got Ralph from Yonkers. Hi, Ralphie.
Happy New Year, gang.
How you doing, Ralph? Impressive?
I'm so great. Listen, I just want to tell you, cheesesteaks are a team of destiny.
You feel it?
Look at this murderous row of victories. Jets, Giants, COVID skins twice. Boy, by the skin of your teeth, buddy, you made it, huh? How wonderful.
Ralph, we're in the playoffs. It's more than you
you
could
know what?
say for the New York teams. Don't we get any credit for being 9-7?
Do I get to vote for who's responsible? I vote for Omicron. They're responsible. I also want to confess, I pushed Andrew into Jalen Hurts. I did my best.
All right, Ralph, that is rude stuff. I can't. Ralph Al is always negative. He's from Yonkers.
Bad man.
Big Rube is out of line to address what happened with the Antonio Brown. Hi, Big Rube.
Holla.
Big Rube, Antonio Brown. How did Mike Tomlin put up with him all those years?
Yeah, well, you remember he went Facebook Live on after the playoff victory.
Yeah.
And that was like, everybody thought he was going to get cut right after that. Tomlin came out and addressed it. He fined him and everything, but. Yeah,
is it over? Is that the end of Antonio Brown, the meltdown in the end zone, taking all the clothes off? Is that it, Rube?
Yeah. I mean, you can't. you can't get no worse than that. I mean, it's fodder for everybody had their cell phones out, but that man got real problems, and it's a damn shame.
It's amazing all the things that he's been accused of. The thing with the women. The fake vaccination card, the supposedly everything, and what got him was what he did yesterday.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
That was it. All right, Rube. Here's what I need to know. The Eagles are in the playoffs. Will people eat more of your chicken because they're winning? Do you sell more chicken when the Eagles are doing well?
Yeah. So it's a great story yesterday. These guys came in. They look like frat guys. They always come in. They live up on the hill, and man, they came down through halftime. There was 5 of them. They ordered 5 of my OG fried chicken sandwiches, scarfed them down, and by the time halftime was over, said, "Oh, we're going back to the crib and watch the game."
Wow! And I'll bet they had a ton of baby mama sauce.
Oh, please believe it.
Holla!
I want to say, rest in power, John Madden. I did get to meet him once. It was a Sunday night game at the Link, and he loved me because I told him, I said, I remember you, the Pat Summerall telecast, and remember Kurt Loudermilk that played for the Vikings?
Yeah.
And he's just like, Kurt Loudermilk with the stunt play, and and he loved that. He started cracking up. I was like, that's my childhood. I remember, you saying that, and it was a ball of laughs.
Big Room, you have met them all, my friend. You are the best. Thank you, pal. He met John Madden.
Beautiful.
Now. I only got a few seconds. Let me see if I get each of these guys in real quick. Hey, Rick, what did you want to say today?
Happy New Year, guys. How about let's stick to the facts? I only have 30 seconds. The team's in the playoffs with 3 first-round draft picks.
Yep.
Yes, you got to stop the too deep safety zone. And yes, you have to re-sign and keep your quarterback. But my goodness gracious, forget you're talking about the wrong Seattle player. The Seattle player you need on this team is Metcalf. And if you watch Hurts, how he plays when Sanders is playing.
I don't think they're going to give up DJ Metcalf.
DK.
Rick, thank you very much. Donnie, what did you want to say?
Not in the playoffs anyway, so.
Donnie left. Let me go to Phoenix. Mitch is here. Mitch, what did you want to say?
I want to say this, Gannon, no Gannon, you guys should be so thrilled that you're in a playoff situation.
Yep.
And how about the way Avante Maddox stepped up at the end
Maddox
of that game?
was awesome yesterday. What a key player. I like it. Scott, did you have something you needed to share this morning?
Good morning, Angelo. Great show.
Thank you.
I want to say it's been a great run, a great season, great turnaround. And everything that's been going on with the Eagles has just been great. But we have to remember that this is beat Dallas week. Dallas sucks.
Beautifully said, Scott. I hope they're listening to that. And we'll end with Jabbo and Horsham. Hi, Jabbo.
Angelo, there is so much parity in the NFL right now. Any one of these 14 teams can win. Saints beat the Tampa Bay Bucks 9-0. So don't tell me how Tom Brady's going to carve people up. The Packers struggle with the Ravens. They struggle with the Browns. They lost to the Vikings. So
all right, Jabbo, I hope you're right, but you're probably not. It's time to do a wrap.
All right. We got to a lot today. Of course, celebrating our Eagles clinching a playoff spot. We were joined by a fan who nearly fell onto Jalen Hurts at FedEx Field yesterday and walked away with his gloves. And, of course, we had our weekly call with the Birds head coach, Nick Sirianni. Our line of the day is brought to you by AmeriBest Home Health Care. Don't your loved ones deserve the best home health care? Who better to take care of them than you? Visit AmeriBestHomeHealthCare.com for details. Our line of the day comes from Sirianni, who decided that clinching a playoff spot was enough to justify going into work a little later than usual this morning and call us while he's wearing his Monday morning finest.
I'm in my underwear, sitting here at my house, and so I got some time to think about that. I haven't left yet. I'm normally well in the office by this point.
Right, and I did not follow it up with the Joe Ector question, boxers or briefs.
You're above
I'm
that.
a pro.
You're above
I'm a professional.
The final read on our Twitter question brought to you by Borgata. You're only miles away from your happy place. Experience award-winning restaurants, exciting bars, live music, and more. Start planning your getaway at theborgata.com. The question, is Jalen Hurts the Eagles' next franchise quarterback? 70% say yes.
All right, 7 out of 10. It's moving up. Our assistant today was Dan Wilson. Ava Graham left because she is exposed to the COVID, but we think she'll be okay. Our producer today was Mr. Joseph A. Rector Jr., and we say goodbye today with the singing of our good friend, Ricky Ricardo. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
When information matters to you,
that local gas prices could slide by as much as 30 to 40 cents a gallon.
when it affects your family,
Abortion and the U.S. Supreme Court, what the justices are saying.
when it's happening in your
An
neighborhood,
explosion involving an underground electrical vault has damaged an apartment building in North
KNX is
Hollywood.
there to bring all that information to you.
Much more coming up throughout the day here on KNX.
And now KNX is on FM, so you get that information static-free. KNX News, 97.1 FM.